Welcome to Peacefulness, Sharlee. This is a bedtime yoga. This is perfect for in the evenings or maybe right before bed. Bedtime yoga is something that's really special to me. I love doing it every night. My routine is usually I take a shower, put on my comfy clothes, I hop on the mat, and it doesn't take long, only takes 10-20 minutes, and it just brings me so much peace and so much calm, quiets the mind. I don't know about you, but I tend to have a racing mind right before I go to sleep, and it causes me issues with just falling asleep. So this can always be helpful. I love to, like I said, do my bedtime yoga, and then afterwards I like to pull out my journal, do a journal entry right before I go to bed. It helps me get all of that to-do list for tomorrow out of the way. It helps me talk about the things that happened during my day. All these things you can take or leave, but that is my favorite bedtime yoga routine. And so we'll just hop on the mat. We'll do a little yoga together, and hopefully this will bring you the much needed rest that you need. I'll invite you to bring a couple of blankets, whatever you got around the house. I have brought one to lay across my yoga mat, and I have brought one to put underneath my hips here. Joining me today is Pete here. He is an awesome bedtime yoga buddy, always keeping it nice and chill. We'll get started in a comfortable seat. Maybe bringing the hands to the knees. Rolling up through the spine, bring those shoulders down and back. You might bring a mudra to this, or you might bring the hands face up. You choose, you decide. This is your bedtime yoga. And we breathe here. Might close the eyes or soften the gaze. And we drop in. Maybe taking notice of the sounds around you. Maybe the quality of the air. And then let's bring it internal here. Following the breath. Really noticing how it goes down. Does a little somersault. And comes back out. We'll take one more breath here. And then we'll release that. Bring our chin to our chest. And then we'll slowly bring that left ear over to the left shoulder here. Bring that right hand down. May come onto the right fingertips here. Feeling that stretch. And take a moment here to notice if you're collapsing in the spine. Can we lengthen through that spine, bringing that right shoulder down and back? And you might play a little bit with lifting those right fingertips up. And then maybe down. Noticing the more you flex those fingertips towards the sky here, you'll feel this next stretch become a little more intense. All right, and then we'll release that. Bring that right hand back to the right knee as we bring the chin to the chest here. And then we'll bring that right ear over the right shoulder here. Taking that left hand down to the mat, or maybe to the fingertips here. Taking our time, noticing how this feels. Again, maybe lifting those left fingertips up, intensifying that stretch. Or maybe not, maybe we keep them on the mat today. And then we'll bring that chin to the chest again. And we're just going to walk our fingertips forward here. And we're going to round through the spine, bring the chin to the chest. And then as we keep our chin to our chest, we're just going to walk the hands to the right side here. Eventually planting through that right palm. As we inhale, bring that left hand down to come up. And we're in our side body stretch. Take a moment here to feel this one out. Noticing any sensations or tightness in the body. And just breathe here. And then we'll bring that left hand down. Walk the fingertips to the center. Again, bring that chin to the chest, taking one breath here. And then we'll walk it over to the left side, planting through that left palm as we inhale. Bring that right hand down to come up here. Finding our side body stretch on this side. Sometimes it helps here to just close the eyes. Feel all the sensations. And just notice, be aware how that body feels today. After a long day's work, whatever you have going on. So easy to hold that stress in your body. Whereas this moment is for us to let go of all of that. All right. We'll walk it back forward. We'll walk those fingertips back in. And we're going to play here with a little unfurling. So what we'll do is we're going to inhale, expand. Expand everything, the hands, the legs. Expand, expand, expand on an inhale. And on an exhale, we're just going to bring it in here. Becoming as small as we can. Just tightening in. You clench the fists, maybe hug the knees in. And we're just going to play with this a couple times. So we'll inhale, expand. And exhale, we'll bring it all in. We're going to add a little breath work to this. So we're going to inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 8. So as we inhale, we'll expand. 1, 2, 3, 4. As we exhale, bring it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale, expand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, bring it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time here, following your own breath. And then we'll release that. We'll come to all fours. Taking a moment here to get set up. We'll inhale, drop the belly, look forward. And exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, round through the spine. Take your time here, following your breath. One more round here. We'll bring the big toes to touch and the knees wide as we bring it into a child's pose here. Maybe you grab that blanket you had underneath your hips and bring it to your forehead here. Maybe you bring the forehead to the mat. Taking one more breath here. And we'll release. Coming back up, bring it back into our tabletop position. We'll swing the legs to one side. We're going to bring the right foot in here as we take the left foot out. Maybe taking a moment to point and flex through those left toes. And then we'll stop here, flexing the left toes towards the face. We'll bend our left knee as generously as needed. As we inhale, bring the hands up high. Really stretch, stretch, stretch. As we exhale, we're going to turn towards that left foot. Bring the hands to the mat. We can bring them to the calf, the ankles, or the foot. Again, just finding a place where your body just goes, ah. Maybe it's here. Maybe you slide that right hand down that left calf here. Perfect for if you're feeling it in the lower back today. And then we'll bring the hands here. And we're just going to play a little bit here. So we're going to inhale, lengthen through the spine. Look forward. And exhale. We'll round through the spine, chin to chest. Nice and slow here. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. One more time. And now lengthen. And exhale, fold. All right, and we'll release that. We'll bring that left foot in, taking the right leg out long. Taking your time getting set up. Maybe pointing and flexing through that right foot here. And then we'll inhale. Lift the hands up high, really stretching through that side body as we turn towards our right side here and find a place where we can fold. And we breathe. And then we'll bring the hands up by the knee or the calf here. Bring the hands to the mat. We'll inhale, lengthen. And exhale, we'll round through the spine. Bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. One more time here and just go as slow as you can. Noticing all the sensations as you lengthen through that spine. Open the chest here. And exhale as we fold. We'll bring that right foot in to meet the left here. Bring the feet together. Maybe we take a moment here to rub the feet. Especially if you've been on them all day, this feels so great. We rub the toes, the inner arch here, maybe the heel. Maybe you work it up into the ankles. Maybe give your calves a little rub today. As we slowly work our hands either around the toes or around the ankles here. As we inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, we're going to take the elbows side to side. And this time we're just going to round over here, bringing the chin to the chest. Taking just a few breaths here. And as we come up, we're going to grab those knees and bring them together. Maybe bring the hands to the shins here as we inhale. Lengthen through the spine once more. And exhale, we bring it in for a hug. Taking a moment for a little I love you hug. So proud of you for making it through the day. Getting the dang thing done. You're awesome. All right, we'll release that and we'll come onto our backs. Just a couple more stretches here, and then we'll move it into Shavasana. So we come to lie on our backs. Let's go ahead and squeeze those knees in here. Maybe rocking a little side to side. Maybe taking them in a few circles here. Maybe one way and then the other. You might plant through the feet here and bring it up into a little bridge pose if that feels good. You're really sleepy and you're like, I am just done. Move on into Shavasana, my friend. If you'd like, I'll invite you to take a bridge pose here as we inhale. Lift the hips up high. And exhale. We'll bring it back down. Be taking a moment to crawl through each vertebrae as we bring it down. Maybe as we inhale, we bring that tailbone and round through the small of the back here. And then inhale. Bring the hips up high. And exhale. Bring it all the way down. And then I'd invite you to windshield wiper the legs a little side to side here. Maybe taking them to the left side. Taking a breath here. As we inhale, roll through and take them to the right. Inhale, roll through. Getting that nice little massage in the booty as we take it to the left. Inhale, roll through one last time, taking it to the right. And we are here, guys. We have arrived in Shavasana. And the best part about bedtime yoga is there are so many options for Shavasana. Maybe you roll up in a blanket here. Maybe you bring that blanket behind your head. Maybe you brought a spare blanket or you got a bolster hanging around or blocks you can put up underneath the knees. And let's just take a moment to really just get set up here. Whatever feels good to you today, take your time. We're going to be here for a few minutes. And let's wind it down. Taking a moment to signal the brain that we are ready to relax. We are ready to rest. We are ready to let go of the day we have had today and find the beautiful rest we need to recuperate, to face tomorrow from a place of peace and calm. And we just breathe here. Again, Notice any sounds around you. For me, it's Pete. He is wandering through the house, taking big gulps of water. Maybe we just kind of let those sounds float away as we focus in on the breath. As we just be in this moment. All right, friends. Let's bring a little movement back to the body if you are ready. If you are not, pause this video and stay as long as you would like. But if you're ready for bed, let's go ahead and wiggle those toes and those fingers. And let's just take the ankles and the wrists for a few circles here. And let's slowly make our way to a comfortable seat. Taking your time. I want to thank you for joining me on the mat. I hope you enjoyed this bedtime yoga. Drop in the comments down below. Let me know if you would like to see more of these types of yoga. Like I said, bedtime is one that is very special to me. And honestly, it makes a huge difference in my sleep. And I hope it does in yours too. Whenever you're ready, we'll bring the hands to the heart and we'll close this practice out. The light in me honors the light in you. I hope you have the most amazing rest tonight. Namaste.